Testing the Intel Arc B570 to see how good it performs at 1080p because it's one of the cheapest graphics cards you can buy brand new right now. We're going to be testing it with a Ryzen 5 7500F. This thing's got 6 cores, 12 threads, got a pretty good speed here on it. We got 32 gigs of DDR5 running at 6,000 mega transfers per second, and you can see the Intel Arc B570 here with its nice 10 gigabytes of VRAM, and we're going to see how it performs. We're going to be testing a few different games. We're probably not going to test all of these here, but we are going to test several games, starting with good old Call of Duty, because that's what we always start with, because uh, it's just a good, I don't know. I just like starting with Call of Duty. So that's what we're starting with today. Hope everybody's having a good day. You can buy an Intel Arc B570 at the link connected to my YouTube video here or in the description. Yo, what's up? Grace, how are you? And so yeah, our test bench is this nice Fantex NV5, NV7. That's NV5 case. That's what we're using. And then the only thing left for us to do is while this is loading is to boot up the old Tiki Taki and see what happens. Oh man. I also don't know why the MSI Afterburner is not working. It was working earlier, and now it is not working. What's up, Teddy? What's up, da boy? How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? Got the nice test bench here. See how we're rocking and rolling. For some reason, MSI Afterburner does not want to work. And so I'm going to restart the PC so that we can get MSI Afterburner up and running. Because otherwise, we won't be able to see the stuffs, you know? We won't be able to see the stuffs. Teddy the boy, Grace. All right, I got to type this. All right, hopefully our mic is working here in the why is that not showing? All right, virtual camera. Stop virtual camera. Start this virtual camera. That's what we want. Holy moly. That's cool. Why? That's messing up, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Everything's bugging out. You like the GPU focused content, Joe? Nice. I do have so I'm kind of torn on what I want to do on Saturday because the new Call of Duty beta comes out. So if I pre-order Call of Duty, I can do the beta for Call of Duty on like a bunch of different GPUs. And I think that would be cool. But I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. Because I also have that $2,000 PC that I need to test as well. Yeah, what's up, Ultra? Glad you could make it, dude. TikTok Live Studio is bugging out on me. So I'm trying to get it fixed. It's just not been a good day, man, for my technology. Okay, there we go. Now we're fixed. Now we're chilling. Now we're chilling. Now we're chilling. All right. So, all right, microphones, everything's working. There we go. Good deal. All right, we're testing the. Oh, wrong keyboard. Intel. Well, okay, there we go. There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. If TikTok will load. All right, we got that. That was moved over a little bit for some reason. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe we should post a poll about that. Should we do the Call of Duty beta on Saturday? Should we do that? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I'm thinking over the $2,000 PC. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Y'all can let me know your thoughts. We're going live on the Tiki Taki as well. Let's get the YouTube live stream rocking and rolling. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Now MSI Afterburner's working. There we go. There we go. Yep. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Stefan? Bro, you follow me? Lila Edits. Let's go. I just booted up stream, my guy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Ah, the echo thing again. I got you. I got you. Just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I have to do this every time. It's so annoying. All right. We should be good now on the echo thing. It never echoes on YouTube. It's just this is the Rode Pod mic. I actually have another mic I need to test, but I forgot to hook it up and I'm not going to do it now. So, can you buy me a PC? No, I can't. You're getting the $650 PC build? Let's go. How many PCs do I have? I don't know. It's a great question, actually. I think the 9060 XT is pretty good. GPUs just keep going up in prices, so 530 is not terrible. I really don't know. Right now in my room, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 in my room currently. And then, yeah, one of them is yours, actually. Carson. What FPS do I run in Fortnite with what? With the one that we're doing right now? Today? Well, I haven't tested it yet. What AM4 CPU should I get for your RX 6700 XT? Like a 5600, 5700X, something like that, probably. Oh, the bully, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my guy. What's my bottleneck? You're chilling, salad. Or sajalad? Sajalad? I guess. 5070, 9850X 3D. CPU's a little beefy for that GPU, but it works. Also, what do you think about the i7 13700? I think it's pretty good. Should use b570, b580 with a 5600? Yeah, dude, that would be fine. What's the best CPU GPU combo for a $1,500 build? That's tough to say. What's up, Cade? You already done with football practice? I guess so. It's 5:30. Best AM5 motherboard? Um, can I have you had PC? That doesn't make sense. Ruben, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Micros. Yo, we got a golden boxing glove. Let's go. Whatever that means. Only 60 FPS. We're in the loading screen, guys. We're waiting on shaders to load. We haven't started playing a game. Y'all don't... Are you good at knowing bottleneck combos? Yo, we got 2 more boxing gloves. Let's go. Guys, I don't believe it. Like, bottlenecks are one of the things that gets on my nerves the most because I don't think bottlenecks are that big of a deal. You're always going to have a bottleneck. I don't check DMs, guys. Y'all want to see? You want to see this? Let me show you. I'll show you real quick. Let me pull this bad boy up real quick. I have 400. Yo, we've got some dolphins coming in. Let's go. Hold on, let me pull this up so I can see. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I got like 437 unread messages. And almost all of them are, can I have a PC? Can I have a PC? Can I have a PC? Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much. 40 GGs from my guy. 40 GGs from my guy. Jackson, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, I know, Joe, for real. They get on my nerves with that. Yeah, I think that's a good combo, Stefan. But if you don't quit spamming, I'll have to time you out if you keep spamming. 5700X, 6600 XT. Hey, dude, we got the 8 boxing gloves and the GGs. Oh my gosh, dude, what are we doing? You got to revisit old vids. They are peak right now. What do you mean? What do you mean, Widget? What do you mean I got to revisit old? What's up? I can't say it. Is it I don't know how to say that, but yeah, thank you so much for the gifts, my guy. Hey, Matt, 5700G. Yeah, your build's okay. I mean, your CPU's probably holding back that GPU a little bit, but best PC for $650? I mean, I just did a $650 build, but I wouldn't use the GPU I used. What if your DIH fan stops spinning? I don't know what you mean by that. For Fortnite, 5060 Ti or 9060 XT, it doesn't matter. Best PC to run Warzone at 200. If you want to run Warzone at 200 FPS, dude, you're going to have to spend a pretty penny. Unless you're okay with upscaling your frame gen. You made me get, because you're 6. Oh, dude, awesome. I appreciate you, my guy. That's awesome, dude. 9070 XT, 7800X 3D. That's a good build. That's a good build. Hey, our shaders are done. Let's go. All right. Finally. All right, so we're going to do minimum settings. No upscaling. 100% render resolution. Where's it at? There we go. We're going to confirm the settings. Viewed it. We're going to make sure that's all the way. Make sure we're on 1920 by 1080. All right, let's get this party started. Let's get it started. All right. 1 stick of RAM instead of 2. Our competitive game CPU. It just depends, Charlie. So like Warzone is, I guess, kind of a competitive game, but it uses both. You gotta have like both. Most of the time though, like CS2, Fortnite, those games are more CPU dependent. Can an RTX 2060 and a Ryzen 5 5500 a good PC? It's solid, Meyer. You can play most games with that. The 2060, it struggles in some games these days. COD is unoptimized. I hate it. Call of Duty is actually pretty optimized in my opinion. Speaking of that, guys, what do you guys think about me doing the beta for Modern Warfare 4 on Saturday? If I pre-order and play the beta on a bunch of different GPUs, would that be cool? Y'all let me know. 5800X and 6900 XT? That's not bad. Ramby, thank you for the follow. Do you think your performance will be hindered because of your CPU? I didn't see your stuff, Reboy. Sorry. Maxi Boys, thank you for the follow. Why is my 4080 getting more FPS in Warzone than your 5080? I don't know. Placebo? Is it really? Woohoo! All right. It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know how some of these people like. That dude just fell off. All right, guys, I gotta film the intro. What's up, Sheriff? How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Warzone? We're testing it today with a Ryzen 5 7500F, 32 gigs of RAM, and we're going to start at 1080p. Here's our settings for the video today. We're going to be doing minimum preset settings. The reason it says custom is because we had to bump the render resolution up to 100. No upscaling, no frame gen, nothing like that. We got everything turned off or set to low. All right, guys, let's see what we get. Right now, we're getting around like 160 on this plane, but I figure that'll drop pretty quick, pretty fast. What's up, Aspect? How we doing, my guy? Let's go. All right, so right now, as we land with these settings, we're getting around 150. That's pretty good. Intel Arc B570 for the dub. Oh, now I dropped down to like 120. 130. Okay, we'll see what the average ends up being. Let's restart our counter here. Oh my gosh, that dude. I didn't even see him. Didn't even see him, man. Hey, my guy. I'm going to have to time you out there, buddy. Is one stick of RAM instead of two bad? DDR5 is not as bad. It's 1080p, guys. It's 1080p. We're doing 1080p, low settings. Max FOV though. We are max FOV, so that's not too bad. But it looks like we're getting like 120, 130-ish maybe. Like 125, 130. That feels like it's more of what is stable at the moment. So, yeah. And I don't feel like that's too bad. Could you try out the Attack Shark X868HE? I have tried it out. It's a little, I don't know, it feels super cheap to me. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's definitely worth the $40 or whatever, but it's like right now Allah's a little bit better like for cheap keyboards in my opinion. Ooh, is this a shotgun? No. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm a fan. Do I know Exotech? I think I follow him on YouTube or Instagram maybe. Maybe we're mutuals on Instagram, I think maybe. Where is that dude? Where did he come from? This dude's got a grapple. Dude, why they add grapples to Call of Duty? I'm trying to be like Fortnite, man. What keyboard should you get? You play Rainbow Six Siege? I mean, there's several keyboards that I like. It depends on like your budget. Depends on the budget, how much you want to spend, that sort of thing. Sorry guys, I'm having to rotate to zone at the moment because I am very far away from zone. Oh, wait a minute. I can run faster if I have my knife out, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Razer Huntsman. I mean, the Razer Huntsman's pretty good, I think. Budget's $100. I think there's a lot of good $100 keyboards. Like I said, my favorite like budget brand is Allah. I think Allah makes really good budget keyboards. Epo Maker's pretty good too. They're pretty solid. Some of Gravistar's keyboards are cool. Asus has some cool keyboards. I mean, There's a lot of stuff. Just depends. You love the B570 that I sold in a pre-built? We got the 7500F. What's up, Jason? Lyrics? Do you remember the guy with the i7? Yeah, dude. I think you've commented a couple times, Aspect, on my YouTube videos. I just haven't had time to go through. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, dude. He came up behind me. I was trying to talk to chat, man. Alan. Yeah, dude. Sorry, YouTube. I couldn't see your chat in my peripheral vision very well. But yeah, you is an RX 2070 and an i7 6700T a good? I mean, you're gonna be limited a little bit with that CPU, but it's not. No, oh my gosh. Oh well. I guess we'll play one more game and see what upscaling and stuff does for us. But we'll see what that does. You sold it in a pre-built as a side gig? Yeah, for sure, dude. I have been impressed with it too, honestly. I mean, the fact that we got like 120 FPS in this is pretty good. I think we only got around 100 when we tested it with the Ryzen 5 5500. Intel Arc B570, that's what we're doing. Intel Arc B570. It's in the name. I guess y'all can't really see that on TikTok though. Who the heck is calling me right now? Freaking spam telemarketers. Yeah. What is limiting your PC? Nothing. Can you name me a budget top PC components for Siege? Budget's like 600. I have a $650 PC parts linked in my bio. I just wouldn't buy the GPU. I would get a used GPU, and then you'd be chilling. Just get like a used 2070 or. Why do I have a wire? Oh, this is my test bench. Whoever asked that. We have, so this is I use this to test a lot of GPUs, so I have a lot of power cords already run so that when I switch out GPUs, they're already there. That's why. Yep. I might upgrade monitor to 1440p 200 hertz. Aspect? I think that's okay. I mean, 1440p on your monitor's a little. Yeah, I do agree, Jason, that those are good budget GPU options. You're cloudy. Let's please don't spam, my guy. But you're probably not gonna get. I mean, I would say 150 would be my bet with that combo. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a 3050 unless you get like a crazy deal on it or something, you know? Okay. All right. Let's all right, now we're in this new game, so let's change and turn on Intel XeSS to balanced. Let's do that. Let's see what that does for us, man. Intel XeSS balanced. It doesn't look like it did give us a little bit of screen tearing, but that's because of the capture card. Oh my gosh. Why is there so many people? Oh my god. Sorry guys. I'm not trying to restart this. We got 166. Oh my gosh. Why are we I hate this game. Do you know a $250 build? You're not going to be able to do a $250 build unless you like get an office PC and throw in a graphics card. What's up, Scott? Yeah, dude, the 1% lows are nice. Which we are using a little bit of upscaling right now, so it's not the craziest thing in the world, but we're getting around 160, which I think is pretty good. Why? Ha ha! Loser. Push me after I just landed and then you can't hit any shots. They lurking? Yeah, dude, I know, right? It would be cool. Oh, I do have a grapple. Can I get all the way up there? Oh my gosh, dude. It's crazy. What graphic? Yeah, I looked at chat for 1 second. This is 1080p, guys. This is 1080p. 1080p. What's up, computer hardware? Yeah, it's Intel Arc B570. Timing. Yeah, it says it on the. It does say it on the screen. Where did that guy go? He was right there. Oh my gosh, do I not have any? I don't know what's going on right now. No, I didn't have any bullets. Dadgummit. It's crazy. Yeah, the Intel Arc A770. I think I have one of those somewhere. I thought about testing it. Oh my gosh, I do not want a dang shotgun. There we go. This doesn't have any bullets. All right, let's just turn on some frame generation. No! Why? I'm literally just hiding, dude. Why are you doing that? You just got a 3070? I think 3070 is fine. Would this GPU be able to run 1440p? That's a great question. We should try that. No. No! Son of a gun. Yeah, Scott, I appreciate you, dude. Wednesday and Saturday. Every Wednesday, every Saturday. Yeah. Optimizing your stuff, guys, is just, it's not worth it in most cases. I mean, like, basic bloatware stuff is fine, but like for the most part, this is not, I mean, it's not that necessary. All right, let's see what we got going on. Would this be able to, yeah, I don't know, PFAM. We are going to have to test and see if it can do 1440p. But I want to play, I'm going to have to play one more game. See, we've already been live almost 30 minutes. I can't even get through this. This is why I don't test many games, like actually playing them live, because, dude, it just takes so long to test everything. $120 FPS with a GT 740 on Fortnite? I mean, it's probably possible if you have a decent CPU. What's the best monster flavor? Dude, it's hard. So I have 4 that I alternate with right now. So I got this one. This is Ultra Blue Hawaiian. Ultra Blue Hawaiian. Also, like, I like Ultra Vice Guava. Okay, Ultra Vice Guava. And then I also like, there's this new, like, American flag looking flavor that's like a, it's like a blue raspberry. Like, it's like a white, red, white, and blue raspberry kind of flavor. I like that one. And then I just like the traditional white monsters too. So, I mean, those are my 4 that I kick with the most. 5600 with a 3070 at 1440p. I think you'll be okay. If you play on low settings, you'll be fine. Harris, what's up, my guy? It'll run 1440p low, 60-80 FPS, 1080p. Are you talking about the A770? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, this is Warzone, Donnie. We're doing Warzone. We're doing Warzone. Right now we have frame generation turned on though, because I haven't tested that yet. I hate these. No, this is not 1440p, guys. It's not 1440p. We are going to test 1440p. We might as well, right? Might as well test 1440p. This is 1080p. We'll test some 1440p though for you guys that want to see it. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will do it. This is tough. You're talking about the Intel GPU I'm running. I got you. At 1080p, it only got like, I want to say 120, 130 maybe. I don't remember. We did it at the very beginning, which this, like I said, this is with FrameGen. What map is? I don't think I've played this. I don't think I've played this map. I don't know if I've played this map. How do you get the stats on the screen? It's MSI Afterburner. MSI Afterburner is how I get the stuff on the screen. So, all right, guys. All right, got a good start. Nice little thing going on here. I feel like this is just a great room for me to get shot in. 260, 270 FPS with frame. This is with FrameGen, guys. This is with FrameGen. So not the best in the world. I mean, as far as like, it doesn't bother me to play like this. Ooh, is there a dude down there? Oh my gosh, how did he hit every shot? That's so annoying. This FrameGen cost stutters. It doesn't bother me at all. So the thing with FrameGen is like, whatever your base FPS is basically like, haha. Your base FPS is basically kind of how your latency and stuff is determined with FrameGen. So it's not too bad. Is the GTX hold on. 750 better than a GT 1030? Probably. The GT 1030 is pretty buns. I don't know where this guy went. Oh, he's in here! Ah! That scared me. That scared me. Is the 1050 Ti still good? If you're playing like esports games, it'd probably be fine. If you're playing anything other than that, probably not. Yeah. No. No. Dang. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty good. Let's do some 1440p now. All right, I'm going to try to land over here. Maybe people won't bother me too bad. Actually, I have to change. I forgot, I have to change the resolution on my actual monitor for me to do that. So give me a moment of your time. Would you rather, I don't know. I don't know that I would hope that I'm never in a situation where I have to do that. Frame gen is best for campaign games. Yeah, probably. Here you go, dude. You can have my stuff because I am leaving the match. Is the 1080 Ti good for 1440p? Yeah, because the 3080, the regular 3080 did really good at 1440p when I tested it before. Here, let's go to display settings, 1440p. All right. We'll try Warzone at 1440p, guys, just for you. Just for you. You guys wanted it, so that's what we're going to do. Display benchmark. No, it's this. I got to move this over. 1200 and 300. Well, hold on. What if I leave this at 800? What is it? What does that do? Let's look at what that looks like on my. Yeah, it needs to be moved over some. Oh, yeah, we'll just go to this. We know this works. Oh, maybe a little. There we go. No, we want to quit the match. I don't want to play that match again. Is the G? I'm assuming you meant RX 60. Make me mod. I don't know who you are, sore beat. I have a couple mods. They're just not in here. You're selling yours. What do you recommend? LGA 1700. The LGA 1700 is a good socket, but all those CPUs are expensive. You were here a week ago. Yeah, dude. But like, if I haven't talked to you a lot, then I don't really like. Is the 6600 XT good? Yes, but you already have a buy. You're selling your old motherboard and CPU for 220. That's kind of crazy, actually. If I had to pick, I would probably pick the GT 740. Yeah, the only thing is just timing people out that spam the same question over and over and over again. Yes, the 7900 XTX could do 4K. Like Jamie here. Yeah. You got a 7950X 3D. No, I would not swap to 48 gigs of RAM. There's no point in doing that. I'm in the US. I'm in the US. What's up, Easton? How you doing, my guy? How you doing? What do you recommend? Big. Uh, it doesn't matter. It's really your as far as like GPUs go, guy. It's really just personal. It's really personal preference on which one you would prefer. There's really no point in like switching as far as like the color. Can I? No, guys, I'm not giving free PCs out, especially people that come in live stream to just to ask for that. You want to get a job building PCs for people, but yeah, I mean, you can see that right now, dude. PC builders got it rough. They play it. We all know your favorite color. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna be cooking for anybody because I'm just testing this and reading chat. All right, minimum 1440p. Let's turn off frame gen and let's turn this off. Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna see if we can just knock this out with one game here. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let's see. I need to type this in. I'll just go back and get it later, I guess. That's what I'll have to do. I like Nvidia, but see you, Easton. Um, I'm kind of Nvidia, uh, in a way, but I also like, you know, I understand that they are a lot more expensive right now. All right, the 1% lows crap is not working at the moment, which makes it very annoying for me to test this.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemies are dropping into the area. We're on them.
Please pop back up. Gummit. Why do you do this to me? MSI Afterburner.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
This is so annoying.
Prep time's over.
Iraq, make sure all your display drivers and everything are up to date because combo should run fine. Alright, if it doesn't pop up this time, guys, I'm gonna have to like leave the game.
Stay alive till time expires.
This is what happens when I try to test 1080p and 1440p on the same stream. That's what always happens, man. Ryzen 5 5500 and 56. They want Jason. No, there's the one I have. I found a 5060 that I tagged in my last two shorts. For only 350. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. What's a high tier AM4, low tier AM5? Well, I mean, just depends on what you mean by high tier. Okay, let's try this one more time. Guys, if it doesn't work this time, I'm just not testing anything else at 1440p. For some GPU, undervolting does work. Yeah, but it's just not worth messing with, in my opinion. No, MSI. All I use MSI Afterburner for is just to show the stats on the screen. That's all I use it for. Are you ever going to test Rainbow Six? I've been in heaven. Where you been, my guy? The last several streams we've done Rainbow Six Siege. My brother got the 9060 XT 16 gig, and he's telling me, I mean, I think that's one of the best options right now, Jamie. It's one of the best options you can get brand new right now. In my opinion. You're thinking secondhand though? I don't know if you're gonna be able to find that secondhand, honestly. If my BIOS has fan sets to turbo, is it bad for a PC? I mean, you don't need your fan set to turbo. Bobby, thank you for the follow. All right, Bobby. What's your question, Easton? You managed to overclock? Yeah. I mean, overclocking doesn't do very much, guys. Is a 4060 with a 12900 okay? I mean, it's fine. That CPU gives you a lot of room to upgrade in the future. You know what I'm saying? is a 5060 for 1K and a Jake. With the way prices are right now, I think that's an okay price for a pre-built. The NVIDIA app lets you overclock, but you can still screw it up. Undervolting basically just makes it to where your GPU doesn't use as much power. In some cases, if I understand it correctly, like it just keeps the like stuff from going so crazy that, and some GPUs benefit from doing it a little bit. But I overclocked the Ryzen 5 5500 just playing around off stream just to see like if it could get more FPS in Fortnite, and it didn't really do very much. I mean, I overclocked it pretty high over its boost clock, and it still barely affected the FPS. It's just not worth it in most cases. Used to be a long time ago, but there's no, guys. Y'all are worried about tweak, like you got a 5070 Ti and a 9800X 3D. There's literally no reason to be tweaking that. 9070 XT and 9800X 3D is fine. Personally, the 9800X 3D is probably a little too much, but I mean, it's fine. So mainly recommended for single fan GPU for lower temps. I don't tweak PCs, Revy. I think that it's a waste of time. The only thing that I do is like uninstall bloatware, and I will use Chris Titus Tech Tool to like get rid of some stuff, like a little bit of bloatware. But other than that, that's really all I do. Like this PC doesn't even have that. I haven't even put Chris Titus Tool on this one. Will integrated graphics be fine for my sister if she wants to play Roblox? Maybe if it's like a 5600G or something, probably. Exactly. Most Ryzen CPUs are already fast enough. All right, guys, I got to record this. How good is the Intel Arc B570 at 1440p in Warzone? We're testing with a Ryzen 5 7500 and 32 gigs of RAM. Here are our settings right now. We are going to be rocking some high or 1440p. Everything's low or turned off. No upscaling, no frame gen right now. We're just gonna see how it rocks and rolls. Right now, though, we're getting around 115. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. This is 1440p with the Intel Arc B570, and we're getting around 100, close to 120. Oh, then it dropped to 100, so it's a little lower. For sure. Why do I have let's see. So yeah, it's getting around 100-ish FPS. It looks like kind of pretty steady. 100. There we go. Now I got a real gun. Inside this building, it's a little closer to 112. But overall, I would say that it's between 100 and 110 if I had to guess here at 1440p. It's possible that there's guys up on this.
Loading new mag.
Oh man, thought I could get up on that roof. You got a 9070 XT and a 9800X 3D? It's awesome. Hey, Cookie, over on the YT. I'm glad you love my videos, my guy. I try to provide pretty good value for you guys. I'm not, as entertaining as Mr. Beast or somebody like Dantic, but I just try to give you good information. You know what I'm saying? I think the 9060 XT is good. Have you ever used the GT 740? No, I haven't. The 9060 XT is nice. The 16 gigabyte version is really good. Really good. What time do you go live on Saturday? So I'm in the US. I don't know what your time zone would be like. So right now, it is currently almost 6:15 p.m. here where I live. And on Saturdays, I typically go live on Saturday mornings around like 10 a.m. my time. So I don't know. 10 a.m. Central Time. Oh no, every time I look at chat, I die. Oh, what do you think about the 5060 Ti 7800F? I've never heard of the 7800F. Did you mean the 8700F? I think that would be okay. It wouldn't be a terrible combo. No. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I just want... All right, let's... Before we die, let's turn on Intel XeSS. What is going on? Oh my gosh, man. Why did that guy chase me all the way across the thing? Dude, if you come in here begging for free PCs, you're just going to get muted. Should you let your 9070 die? Ant, I think that combo's solid. Considering the current market, I don't think that's terrible. And as a pre-built, right. I have is... I'm not sure what you mean by that. Right now we're using Intel XeSS. Oh my gosh, really?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Sorry guys, I can't focus. Lewis, my guy. I'm about to... Could I ask you as a PC off Facebook for 300 good? Yeah, dude. As long as you're not sitting here spamming like, can I get a free PC every half a second, then I don't like. You can ask whatever questions. Hey guys, free PC's an automatic mute. All right, I'm sick of that. The 5500 OC should benefit more in CS2. I mean, not really. You're talking about like this 5500 already gets like 300 FPS in CS2. How much was your PC? Like the PC that we're using right now? I don't know because I've had it for a while. Yeah, dude, that's what you get. No! Ah! 5070 or 5070 Ti? I mean, the Counter-Strike is CPU bound. I didn't know that. Yeah. So is Fortnite. But I don't know anything about the BitLocker in your laptop, my guy. I'm sorry. How can you... what's main parts do you look at when buying your PC? CPU and GPU. Those are the two main things that like focus on, and then like everything else is kind of like personal preference, honestly. I mean, RAM, if you're just gaming, if you're not doing any of the new unoptimized AAA games, you can get by with 16 gigs. So yeah. The higher the better? What do you mean? Should you get a 3070 or 3070 Ti? It doesn't really matter. Does 4K DLSS performance upscale from 1080p? Not. It really would just be personal preference on what you think looks better. I'm personally a 1440p fan. I don't know what I just threw, but anyway, we're gonna see if we can hide in here and turn on frame generation without dying. Can you test the 5050? I mean, not today because that's not the... Oh my gosh, man, where these people come from? Anyway. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. So anyway, frame gen. All right, Intel FSR frame gen. Oh my gosh, I'm running right into the mortar strike. Oh my gosh, that's the same dude that's killed me like 4 times. Oh well, I'm done with this. I hate this game. The motherboard isn't it. The motherboard is not as important as some people think it is. I mean, I wouldn't get like as long. I mean, I wouldn't get a What do you say? What do we say? What do we say? I wouldn't get like one of the 10 series boards. Um, like the H610 or the what's it called? The Ryzen 20 boards. Like I wouldn't get those. Free PC, automatic mute. In chat. i7 good CPU, Gen 10. It's still okay. It's not too bad. Should you get a 9060 XT or a 3080? Just depends on how much money you want to spend, honestly. The 3080 is probably better price to performance in the current market, but it requires a much beefier power supply and it has more going on. Is it worth upgrading from 8 gigabytes of RAM to 16? Absolutely. It's hard to play any games on 8 gigabytes of RAM right now. Frame gen is okay when your PC can handle your. Yeah, I agree, Elvis. I mean, that's kind of the deal. 9060 XT with the 9600X? Possibly at some point. Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, if you get timed out one time asking for a free PC, and then as soon as your timeout's over, you ask for another free PC, you're getting blocked. And then you'll never qualify for a PC giveaway ever again. So don't be stupid. You had a question and hopefully is not annoying. Will you test your PC? Okay, so Elvis, this is what I want to know from people. So what I've thought about doing is just our normal the same games I tested the Intel Arc B570 with the other day with the 5500. So Call of Duty, Cyberpunk, Forza, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, Assassin's Creed, and Rainbow Six Siege. We're gonna do Assassin's Creed next. Um, you got a battle mage at launch, holy driver issues, yeah, but it's so much better now. They fixed all those problems. They fixed all those problems. I mean, the first series, like the 700 series, is still kind of bad, but or like the A5 or the A770 and that sort of deal is still kind of bad. But is there any way I could get a Ryzen 5 5500? Yeah, they sell them on Amazon every day. In fact, I think they're on sale right now for like $75. Um, hey guys, I really hate to do this, but I've got to go to the bathroom. Like really bad. So while these shaders are loading, we're going to I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be like right back. Oh my gosh, guys. Y'all are, oh my Lord of mercy. Josh, have you already asked for a free PC? Lewis. All right. I got those guys timed out. Told you guys, you asked for a free PC, it's automatic mute. Thank you so much for the roses, whoever that was. I can't PLTY something something. How do you update an NVIDIA driver? Use the NVIDIA app. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, depending on the game, you have to wait for shaders. But anyway, yo, we got some roses. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You want some DDR3? I just do Express drivers, honestly. Anyway, so what I was saying before, like literally, my old man bladder was about to die. Um, should we test the Modern Warfare beta on Saturday? I thought about like either taking this PC, maybe this PC, because it's kind of got like a budget AM5 CPU, and just testing a bunch of GPUs with the Modern Warfare beta. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing. All right. What's the best low profile GPU under $100? You're not really gonna find one, Jake. Not a good one. I mean, you might could find something like an RX 550, but I doubt you're gonna find anything else under 100 unless it's like a like I don't know. I really don't like a workstation card maybe. You might could get lucky with that. Yeah, so but and with the beta, they don't even have the like I tried to look today, they don't even have the specs on the like the minimum spec requirements for Modern Warfare released. ARC B570 or ARC B580? Prime. I don't know. I mean, the B580 is better. I just the price gap is kind of large right now. It's like $70, I guess. What about an Nvidia card? There's I don't know of any low profile Nvidia GPUs that are decently priced at all. It's going to be a buggy mess, yeah. That's why I don't know if I should test that or just test the $2,000 PC like I was going to do. What 10 series do you think would be good for with modern gaming? I mean, a 1070 and the 1080s and stuff can still play some games. If it's esports games, the 1060 might can handle it or the 1050 Ti, but most of them are pretty outdated at this point. So, yeah, the pricing of AMD and Nvidia might go bankrupt if you buy any of those. I mean, it is what it is. Am I bottlenecking? I mean, if you're playing at 1440p or 4K, you're probably okay. If you're playing at 1080p, then there's a decent bottleneck. Um, Bama Beast, are you a Roll Tide, my guy? You big Roll Tide? Um, I don't know that it's worth you upgrading to that unless your 14900K is degrading. All right, hold on. All right, I gotta do this. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced? We're testing it at 1440p and 1080p, so make sure you stick around for that. We're going to start with 1440p first, and right now we have it 1440p high settings. We're going to turn ray tracing off, and for the display settings with the automatic upscaler, we're actually going to turn that to Intel XeSS, set to native. All right. I feel like this is probably not going to be very good, but we're going to try it anyway. All right. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. All right. You paid $850 for 16 gigabytes, 960 XT Ryzen in August. No, I think that's pretty solid. JBX. Oh, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad upgrade. I mean, if you are you only gaming Bama Beast? If you're only doing gaming, you don't need the 9950X3D, honestly. 5500X3D or 5800XT? Yeah. I looked at 5500X3Ds today on AliExpress, but I didn't buy one. I have this really cool case that is not released yet. It's releasing next week. And I wanted to do a build for it, but I just don't know what to do. RTX 3060 and 3600X, good. I mean, it's the 3600X. Yeah, I mean, it would be fine. CPU based games, you got got a little bit of a struggle there, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. 5500 XT, 8 GB for 150. I think that's a little high, Jason. I think that's a little high, honestly, because I'm pretty sure they're on Amazon for like $110. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Elvis, with no upscaling at high settings, 1440p, I think 40 is pretty good, honestly. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, Prime, I agree. And it's like less than $200 on AliExpress. Should you go GeForce or Radeon? It's just personal preference, man. Guys, I hate doing this, but which GPU is better and which should I buy? Like, what do you mean? Like, 5070 Ti is fine. It's way overpriced right now, but it's a good GPU. Hey, JBX, I appreciate you, my guy. Dude, I think 1440p is really good. Mini LED and OLED. You can't really go wrong with either one, in my opinion. Mini LED is a little cheaper. We got 42 FPS average, guys. 42 high settings. No, the Intel XeSS was set to native, which means it's not upscaling. It's only doing sharpening. Test Doom: The Dark Ages. I've never done that. Maybe I should add. I want to test the games that are, no offense, guys, but like I wouldn't mind testing other games, but for it to be worth me doing it, I have to be able to test games that are going to get views for my channel. So like Boars, that's a good combo for sure. What GPU should you get for a 5600G? Jackson, I always recommend just getting the best one you can afford, even if there's a bottleneck, because like you can always upgrade your CPU later when you get more money. So that's just my personal opinion. Some people don't like that, but it's my opinion. That's what I got. All right, guys, we're gonna go quality. Intel XeSS quality, and see if that gets us 60 FPS. 9060 XT good with a 7500F. Yes, SPG. That's a baller combo. Hey, Cleaton over on the YT. 7500 X3D. 400. I mean, that's a really good combo. I think you're chilling with that, Cleaton. I did my micro center that I did not too long ago was I did a micro center PC build, but I used the 9060 XT. Guys, Intel XeSS is set to quality is not really helping us out at all on our FPS numbers at 1440p. What's your opinion? 9060 XT 16 gig? I think it's really good. I'm doing pretty good, VP. How are you doing? 5500 is less than AliExpress, Jason. I found them under like just under $200 on AliExpress. Desert, we haven't tested Fortnite yet, but I feel like I feel like we'll get pretty good FPS. You can see it right here on the screen. We're doing the Intel Arc B570 with a 7500F. Desert, thank you for the follow, my guy. You have a 3070 Ti and a 7700X. What should you upgrade? The best GPU you can afford is what I would say. 5060 or 9060 XT 16 gig. The 9060 XT 16 gig is going to be better for sure. $150 for 1440p good, or should you spend extra? I mean, JBX, if you're just, it's just really up to you. I mean, 1440p to me, there's a significant difference in going to 1440p. Oh my gosh, my guy. With a $2,400 budget, I mean, you can get whatever GPU you want, dude. But I would probably just do like, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you could go Nvidia if you wanted with that budget. Um, Secondhand from eBay. I would not buy from eBay unless you can get like a really good you can find a really good seller for it. That's the only way I would buy from eBay. Why are you shaking so much? It's the screen. It's the benchmark test. This mic is a Rode Pod mic. We got 49 FPS. So Intel XeSS quality only gave us a few FPS. Bama Beast, let's go. Your son's going to be an astrophysicist? He going to be able to buy you like a 5090 whenever you want, my guy. I'm not that smart. Ryzen 5 5600, 6600, 5600 with the RX 6600 good? Yes. Should you buy a mini PC? Not unless it has a dedicated graphics card in it if you want it for gaming. I don't know. My guy, 6650? I've never heard of the 6650. You mean 6650 XT, maybe? That's what the 9950 X3D is for? You making him pay for it? All right, so what we're gonna turn on frame gen, um, so that we can try to get 60 FPS at 1440p. No, you done got it. I got you. Okay. Well, I mean, I like the 9950X3D. So there's a guy, if you are going to go with something like the 9950X3D, there's a guy on YouTube. His name is oh my gosh, Erock Tech or Erock On Tech or something like that. He's a bald guy, younger bald guy. He made a video that really helped when I had a 9950X3D. Um he made a really good video about the core parking for the 9950X3D, and it really helped my FPS numbers out a lot. And so that's something you might could look into. Dude, is TikTok nerfing my live right now for some reason, and I'm just not knowing it? Or have I just been banning too many people, and so it got me like, it isn't? I don't have any notification warnings. I don't think. Yo, what's up, Fred? Hi, bro. Yeah. What do you think about the 7500X3D, 960XT, 32 gigs of RAM? Really good, dude. I tested it with only 16 gigabytes of RAM not too long ago. Is it worth going to Linux? I'm not a Linux fan personally, but I mean, could go to Linux. Could go to Linux. Do you think the 5600 and the 5060 is good? Should I replace it with? I think you're fine, Fred. There's no reason to like. I wouldn't worry about it too much, honestly. First time building a PC and you want to get best bang for your buck? I mean, that's a good solid build, I think. Should you go with a b580 and the 5500 and upgrade later? Yeah, there's an RTX 5050 as well. But the pricing on the 5050 and the 5060 is both just kind of wild right now, honestly. They're harder to find backup. Linux is great, but only single player gaming. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, honestly, Elvis. And I like Fortnite and Valorant a lot, and you can't play those on Linux. All right, I got 83 FPS with frame generation, so we're chilling on 1440p, guys, with this combo. Um, is there a best way to upgrade? Not necessarily. It's just personal preference. It's just personal preference. Repaste 3070 Ti still runs at 80 and 85 degrees. That's interesting. Did you replace the thermal pads as well? Options. All right, guys. Now we're gonna drop this down to 1920 by 1920 by 1080p. We're going to run Intel XeSS on native. And then we're going to go, we're still going to do high settings, but we're going to turn off ray tracing. All right. All right, let's see what this does. Have you ever benchmarked a low profile car like the GT 1030? The 1030 is not I mean, it's pretty bad, honestly. It's pretty bad. Which GPU should I buy, the RTX 3060 or the RX 7600? I don't, I don't know. RTX 4060. I mean, all of those are kind of like older GPUs. It really just depends on what kind of deal you get. Honestly, thoughts on the Intel Arc A580? I don't know. Yeah, I think the 3050 is kind of a waste of money unless you can just get like a really, really good deal. Should I go from a 5060 to a 3080? I don't know that I would do that, Dare. Honestly, I don't know that I would do that. Crap, guys, I forgot to turn off frame generation. Bro, you have a 2070 Super Ryzen 5 5600. I believe what should I go to next? Not more than 800. Um, I would just upgrade what you have, Emmanuel. I've never benchmarked a Titan card, no. I watched a video about a Titan GPU yesterday, though. I did. Options. I forgot to turn off frame gen, guys. So I had to run this benchmark again. All right. Now let's see if we can get 60 on 1080p high. Hold on. Time out. Are we on 1080p? Yeah, we're on 1080p. 1080p, high settings, native DLSS, no frame generation. Dude, this is wild. It's going to be the same FPS we got at 1440p. Am I crazy on that? Am I crazy? Yeah, we ran 1440p high. It's going to be like the same FPS. That's wild. Yeah, Emmanuel, like you're chilling with your combo. I would just, what's up, Roman Heels? How you doing? Lorene, I would get the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte if you can afford it. Luazy, thank you for the follow, my guy. You don't need to replace the. I would not replace the 5600 with a 5700X, Fred. You get minor stutters. Hmm. I got you. Velocity edits. 6950 XT is the same price as the 9060 XT nowadays. Yeah, used GPUs are a little bit better of a buy. Are you sure about that? On that particular, living the dream, awesome, dude. That's awesome. Okay, we are gonna end up getting okay FPS here. I thought we were struggling, but I mean, our average FPS is 53. That's a little better. It's just not noticeable. Yeah, it's not gonna matter that much. Here, take this present, Jake. Why are you like 5, dude? Favorite PC guy actually responds to the community. I try, dude. My stream though is not doing as well today. This is Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced. We only got 55 FPS at high settings. So I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Um, let's see options. So 1080p high settings, native. We'll set it to quality, and let's turn on ray tracing extended. Because really, we're just trying to the 1080p settings. We're just trying to compare them to um what we've already ran with the Ryzen 550 500 and see what we can get. What GPU would you recommend for a 10400F? So my personal philosophy, guys, is when you're worried about a GPU, just get the best GPU you can afford. It's okay to have like a small bottleneck because like you can just upgrade the other parts later, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't worry about bottlenecks. Like people worry like way too much about bottlenecks, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah. I'm trying to look at what we got last time we did this. So when we ran this with the Ryzen 550 500, uh, the Intel Arc B570 is about the same, honestly. So the 5500 doesn't really bottleneck this at all. Is the 6700K bad for esports? Um, so sometimes with esports, if you need Windows 11 and you need secure boot, then the 6700K like is too old and doesn't support it. RTX 5060 or 9060? I mean, the 5060 is better. Scuba Steve. Okay, bud. Grandma's trying to get me a pre-built for $400 or less. How would I do that? I don't think that's going to happen, my guy. The only shot you have for $400 is to buy an office PC and slap in a GPU. If we're being honest, you just got a 5500 XT for free. What should you run with it for a budget build? I would try to go like AM4 if you could, like a 3600 or a 5500, something like that. Jacob, I mean the 5070 Ti is better if you can afford it. But I mean, you're talking like a $400 price difference. You know, your grandma died 4 days ago. That's sad, Jake. I'm not sure why you're commenting stupid stuff in my chat though. Um, dude, I'm sorry about your grandma, but like, you can't be putting stupid stuff in my chat like that, dude. Go somewhere else. We're not 5 years old around here. All right, so we got 59 FPS with Intel XeSS. So I mean, it's literally about the same as what we got with the Ryzen 550 500. So there's not much difference here. It might have been slightly less, but that could have just it's close enough that it could have just been like a 1% error kind of deal. Can you get a free PC? No, but you can get a mute. I have a Ryzen 556 or crashes all the time. Well, first of all, I don't know what Ryzen 5 you have, but the RX 560 is extremely old, and that's probably why it's crashing. 5060 Ti Intel Ultra 265 under 1.5K. I don't know. I mean, prices right now are so bad. How was Cyberpunk? Elvis, we hadn't done Cyberpunk yet. I did this one first because I had to pee, and this I knew this one would have shaders that had to load. So we're actually doing Cyberpunk right now. We've already done Call of Duty, and we've already done Assassin's Creed. So we're gonna do Cyberpunk now. Your dream PC has a 9850X 3D and a 9070. That'd be a pretty solid PC. PC was a Costco PC. That's probably. I mean, it's not terrible. Um, it just like with the current prices, you just gotta. We've already done Warzone Moises. We did it first. We did it first. Yo, I'm about to build a PC and got a Ryzen 5 5500 and a 2060. That's not bad. I mean, the 2060 is gonna hold it back a little bit, but um, yeah, Jake, I only timed you out for a minute, guy. Because the stuff, the comments, like if you do the other thing again, I'm just gonna have to like ban you from chat. Moises on regular 1080p low settings, we got like 130, 140 FPS, I think. So yeah. What graphics card should you get? The best one you can afford. Should you upgrade your 5060 Ti to a 3080 Ti? I probably wouldn't. The 5060 Ti is not a bad GPU. It's the price that people come. See, that's the big disconnect with a lot of these like big YouTubers is that like they'll knock a card and talk about how bad it is, and then everybody just hops on the bandwagon saying, "Oh, that thing's trash." Well, it's not trash. It's the reason they get upset is because of the price to the performance. 8 gigabytes of VRAM's fine. Like I tested the 5060 at 1440p the other day, and literally I could play every game without upscaling at 1440p. So like I know the 5060 Ti is going to be better than that. So anyway. All right, we're going to start at 1440p with this and run a few tests. So yeah. What do you think of the RX 950? I haven't tested it personally. The reviews do look pretty bad, but you know, I can understand why they made it or why they tried to make it, but it's just not very good. All right, I gotta start my recording. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Cyberpunk 2077? We're testing it with a Ryzen 550 or Ryzen 5 7500F. Excuse me, 32 gigs of RAM. We're gonna start at 1440p, and I don't know why Cyberpunk is so loud, but anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out at ultra settings. Ultra settings with no upscaling, no frame generation. Sorry, I was talking slow because I kept getting tongue-tied. I recommend the AMD 9070 XT. I mean, it's a good GPU. Is a 4070 and 7600X a good combo? Yeah. You just built a PC with a 5600X 5060. You're selling it for $975, Roman? I think that's a really good price. Because a lot of people, like a lot of other pre-built companies, are selling 5500 builds for over 1,000 or over 1,000. Elvis, it just depends on what your goals are. Um, it just really depends on what your goal. Like if you're just wanting to play esports, you could get by with like $500-$600. Wanting to play AAA games, probably going to bump it up to like 800. Like if you want solid like picture quality and stuff, but as long as you don't have any games that play like forced ray tracing, you could do a 3600 5700 XT build and still play pretty much any game and be fine, unless it has forced ray tracing. Like, and requires that one thing, like the mesh shader thing. Not many games do that. We got 58 FPS at ultra 1440p with no upscaling, guys. That's how optimized. That's how optimized Cyberpunk is. Which is kind of crazy. All right, now let's do ray tracing medium, no upscaling. Let's see what that does. I figure it's going to be pretty bad. Um, 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5, 4800 megahertz. I mean, it's kind of slow RAM. You really want to shoot for like 5600, 6000 if you can. MKS. You built a custom PC that uses baby old. Oh my gosh. Are you Jack? Is your real name Jack? Jake? Let me look at this. Anyway. Oh my gosh, my god. Is that the second time? Oh my god. Yeah, that's the second time. Yep. You're getting blocked. Guys, you get one freebie. You come in here, ask for a free PC. You get timed out the first time for 5 minutes. If you ask again, you're getting blocked, and then you'll be disqualified from all other PC giveaways. So, uh, anyway, yo, I meant to buy a PC. Yo, I buy a PC that, I buy that PC if it has DDR5. Is a 5070 and a 5800 XT good together? Probably. Guys, I literally just said if you ask for free handouts, you're getting muted. If you ask again, you get blocked. There's no giveaway. Okay? Unless I get to 1,000, if I get to 150,000 followers, we're going to do a giveaway. But anyway, we only got 29 FPS. Let's see if we can put on some Intel XeSS and see what that does. 5800 X3D or 75? I would do the 7500 X3D personally. Yeah, I'm not Mr. Beast. It's just TikTok chat that does that. And my TikTok chat's not even like actually streaming. The TikTok stream's actually done really bad today. Um Oh, I see. I got you. Is a Gigabyte RTX 5060, is it good? I mean, yeah, it's fine. RX 6800 XT 11400F. Slade, it's got a little bit of a bottleneck, but if you're playing at like 1440p, you're fine, dude. B580 and 5500. Jacob, that would run fine. I actually tested the B570 with a 5500 like a few streams ago, and it did really well. They fixed all the problems with the thing. Moises, I would lean towards the 5060 build, honestly. Now, streaming with 16 gigabytes of RAM, that's going to be a struggle. I don't recommend streaming anything with AM4, honestly. Okay, we got 16. We got 60 FPS on medium ray tracing with some Intel XeSS. I think that's pretty good. All right, but now it is time for some 1080p. Gonna run some 1080p with ultra settings, no upscaling first. See what happens. What settings? Those last settings were medium ray tracing settings. Yeah, Moises, no problem. But we had a little bit of upscaling going on. The Intel XeSS upscaling. What desk do you recommend that can hold a PC -2 unstable? I mean, it just depends on how much money you want to spend. Uh, we are going to test this in Fortnite, but it won't be next. You want to get a Windows key? Should I get Windows 11? Just get Windows 11 Home. Windows 11 Pro is for like businesses and stuff. You don't really need Windows 11 Pro. You have a 1650, 8 gigabytes of DDR4 and an i3. I'm sorry, Hendrix. I'm sorry. You never done it? How bad would it lower the res in game settings on a 4K monitor? I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed that. I'm sorry, guys. You have a 7800 X3D 3070. I will upgrade it after. Sorry. Dude, why are you apologizing? That's fine. Hendrix, you need to upgrade everything, my guy. Is the 7500F good? Yes, it's very good. And right now, you can get them like $100 off AliExpress. I think I saw one today on Newegg for like 110. Are you happy with your life, Ricardo? Yes, dude, my life's awesome. Uh, I'm not checking DMs, guys, because like 95% of my DMs are, can I have a free PC? So no. And I guarantee, I mean, that's good chances that's what you asked. 7500F is $70 actually, only right now. I swear, that's pretty cool. Do you got a 2060? I have not tested a 2060 in a minute. All right, we got 89 FPS with that. Let's do medium ray tracing settings with no upscaling and see if we can get 60. There's no bottleneck, dude. Guys, please quit worrying about bottlenecks. I beg you. You want here's my opinion on bottlenecks. Okay? If you play games like Fortnite, CS, Valorant, like CPU dependent games, you want your CPU to be better than what your GPU needs. Okay? If you play games like AAA titles, then you want your GPU to be better. Like it's okay if you have a little bit of a bottleneck. It's okay. It is okay. Okay, Roman, I see you. What's up, Mike? How you doing? You have an issue with the PC? Can I help? Probably not, because it's hard to like. I can't really be tech support. You know, you got a 5060 and a 12600K coming. Your old rig was a 2060 and 11500. Dude, that's a good upgrade, dude. I actually have a 12600K and a 5060 that I built for someone local. It's a really good combo. You have a 5060 8700F? Is that good? I think it's good, Mike. The 8700F is kind of a weird um it's kind of a weird deal. We got 46 FPS with that on medium settings. So we're gonna need Intel XeSS to help us out there. What's a good PC for 800? Um, Batman, you probably gonna have to build it yourself, honestly, if you want a good one for 800. What do you think the L3 cache holds back? I mean, you say holds back, but like it's still not a bad CPU at all. I mean, you're talking a $75-$80 CPU. People just be complaining to be complaining. You have a 12900K, an Astral 5080? Nah, dude, I wouldn't upgrade anything. I think you're chilling. Should I trade my Xbox for a 3060 laptop? It's up to you, dude. That's up to you. All right, now TikTok streams popping a little bit, guys. If y'all want to follow, share, that would help us out. We're popping a little bit right now on the TikTok. Have you ever tested the GTX 750? No, I haven't. I have not. All right, guys, we are about to see what our FPS here is at. Yo, my thing just glitched for a second. Can a GTX 1050 run GTA 5? Probably not. We got 74 FPS though. We did have to use Intel XeSS, no frame gen though, and it was, it was medium ray tracing settings. So not the end of the world, not the best, not the worst, pretty good. When there's those, do you ever what do you mean, Rafa? Oh my gosh. Guys, you asked for a free PC. You're getting You get muted. I can get a PC that has a 14400F and a 5060 for 600. That is an insane deal, dude. Because I mean, the 5060 by itself right now is like 350, and I looked for 14400Fs today online, and like I couldn't find any. They were like $200. Is the 12100? We don't know, dude. GTA 6 isn't going to come on PC for like another year, guys. Like, is there an app to benchmark every game, or you got to like open Cyberpunk to be? Oh yeah, I have to like open. I'm in Cyberpunk right now. Um I just don't actually play the game. I just run the benchmark because it's built into the Cyberpunk game. It's built into it. All right, guys. We got 3 more games. Then we're playing Then we'll do Fortnite. 3 more games. Then we'll do Fortnite. Facebook Marketplace got all the good deals. Yeah, dude, you can get lucky on Facebook if you're willing to like flip the dice. You can get some good deals. Your brother has an RTX 5090 and he only plays Roblox. That's kind of wild, actually. You named it Nero like because it's all black build, and you put it in the Okino Mini Art 4. I don't know if I've seen that case from Okinos. You bought a 7600X 960 XT for about 500. That's crazy, dude. I'm amazed at some of the deals people snipe. Sometimes is 850 watts okay for the? Yeah, dude, you're chilling, John. You're chilling, John. Is the Mag Infinite 3? I don't know what the Mag Infinite 3 is. But 5060 and 14700F would be fine. That's more CPU than you need, but sometimes that's just the way the ball rolls, you know. Any micro ATX cases that look good? I think there's a bunch. Yeah, Counter Strike's free, guys. I think there's a bunch of micro ATX cases that look good, honestly. Lee and Lee's got a couple. Gomdius has some that are cool. Um, there's a bunch of cool ones out there. It's a pre-built for 1,000. What were the specs again? Oh, yeah, that's not a bad for 1,000. Worth 800. 7700 960 XT. Yeah, dude, that's definitely worth 800. Austin. 5600X and 5070. If you're playing at 1440p, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, with 7600 5060 Ti. Dude, that's crazy. There's no way you got that brand new for that price. You have a 5070 12700K Vanquish. Yeah, dude, that's good. You're chilling with that. All right, let's go options here. All right. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Forza Horizon 6? We're testing it with a Ryzen 7500F, 32 gigs of RAM. All right, and the settings that we're rocking today, we're going to start out at 1440p. All right, 1440p. No upscaling. Let's make sure our upscaling is turned off. Oh my gosh, why is this only at 15 FPS in the... Okay, there we go. For some reason, it was like locked at 20 FPS for some stupid reason. Anyway, all right, and so we're gonna test it at 1440p ultra settings, or no, 1440p medium settings to start with, and see what kind of FPS we get. It is gonna take a while for the shaders to load, so we'll answer questions from YouTube and TikTok chat while we're doing that. You know, if your budget is 3K, getting an AMD GPU better than Nvidia, I mean, I think once you get to 3K, you can go with Nvidia if you want to, or you can go more on aesthetics. It's really up to you. Is a 5700X and 4060 Ti good for 1440p? If it's like the 12 or 16 gigabyte version, whichever one the 4060 Ti is, it would be okay. Santa Fraud, either one of those is going to be fine for Fortnite. What games do you play when I can tell you? What do you mean? I mean 9060 XT with 9800 X3D. I mean that's fine. You don't need the 9800 X3D. You'd be fine with a 7800 X3D. Isn't Forza highly optimized for PC? I think it's an all mesh. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of all mesh cases, honestly. You found an EVGA 980 Ti for 45 bucks on Facebook. Asian boy getting a 55 Ryzen 5 5500. I think that would be fine, especially if you play esports. You would be okay with that. 5070 Ti or 4080 Super. Just go with whichever one's cheaper. They're both fine. Um, my guy, I would stay away from the FX CPUs. They're pretty bad. Yeah, 4 5 Intel 9400 F, only 8 GB of RAM. That's pretty tough, my guy. It wouldn't be a terrible secret if you had 16 GB of RAM. You have to change the CPU. Yeah, but there's no way to upgrade the CPU without upgrading the motherboard and everything. I don't think. You're getting a 5070 and 7800X 3D for Christmas? That's a solid build, my guy. Super good build. Super good. All right, guys. I got to see what we did on yeah. So the Intel, it looks like the B570, we're getting a little bit like the CPU's helping us get a little bit more FPS in this game. Christmas is months away. I mean, Christmas is not really that far away. I mean, we're in August. Um, guys, look, secret. What are we? Look, I gotta treat you the same I did everybody else. Um, you you can't if you ask for free stuff, you get muted. I just have to. That's just my blanket rule for everybody because I got too many people spamming in here all the time. We got 94 FPS, so yeah, I mean that was like 20 FPS more than what we got with the 5500. So it looks like the CPU helps a little bit in this game. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try it on extreme settings just to see what we get. Should you get a used 3070 for 220 or get a 5060 for 350? I mean the 3070 is probably going to be better price to performance. I don't ever test Rust because Rust is very annoying to try to test. Um, it's not a super good combo for gaming. HBR, it's decent for like low settings. You could like play games on it. It's just not gonna be like the best combo in the world. Should I upgrade your 650 MSI Pro motherboard? No, that motherboard's fine. Just make sure. I mean, as long as you update the BIOS, you're fine. 7800X3D 970XT, dude, that is a Sebi. I think that's a great combo. It's one of my favorites. What's everyone's favorite GPU, Asian boy? I don't know. I mean, I love my 4090 personally. It's kind of my jam, you know. Good sense. 9070 XT 9800 X3D build for 1700. That's a big dude. That's nice. If you got all that for 1700 in this market, that's pretty crazy. You have an RTX 1660 Super? I've never heard of that card. You mean a GTX 1660 Super? I'm assuming that's what you meant. You just said the wrong thing. All right, we only got 54 FPS on extreme settings. So high settings would probably be better for this, but we're not going to do it again. By the way, we're running at 1440p. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Let's do high plus ray tracing. this can have a significant impact on CPU and GPU performance. How are you doing this fine evening? I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Um, we tried a new recipe tonight for dinner, and it wasn't the best, so I'm kind of hungry right now. But I don't have a lot of calories left. What's the best site for affordable parts? I mean, just look at every site and try to find you some parts, man. Just go if you're gonna buy used, make sure they have seller ratings or they show you a video so you don't get scammed. But other than that, like you're chilling. What should I pair with the 5500? Um, your username's inappropriate, but what I would do is this card that we're testing now is actually a really good pair for the 5500. That or a 5060 or like a RX 6600, 2070 Super, all of those are good options. Um, have I done a benchmark on the 7800 X3D and 9070 XT? I've not done any benchmarks on it. I think used parts are fine as long as you're smart, like when you're looking for your parts. You just got to be smart and make sure that you get like again, if you're doing Facebook local marketplace, try to get videos, try to get them to like send you videos of it working. If you like use eBay, make sure they have a good seller rating. As far as parts, like I've bought pretty much everything used at some point. Yeah, Roman, I bet, dude. Searching online for the best. I looked a little bit. I don't look as much as I used to. Um, but I've tried to keep up with it more now that I've been streaming a lot. Do you recommend a B570 for competitive Fortnite? It's not bad. Um, you're like if you want to play competitive Fortnite, I would probably go Nvidia, but your CPU is going to hold you back more than the GPU is. 52 FPS, not too bad. High plus ray tracing at 1440p. All right. Um, all right. We're gonna do video. We're gonna drop it down to 1080p now, and we're gonna go to medium settings, 1080p, and see what happens. We're gonna make sure though that we don't have any upscaling, anything like that turned on. Medium. Okay, sweet. Hey man, what's up, Static? How you doing? I'm looking to upgrade 70. You mostly play Rust? I mean, you can upgrade your GPU if you want to, Leo. Your CPU's fine. You got a PC from Facebook Marketplace, 5600X and 3070? Good. Static, yeah, I remember your name coming in here before. For sure. I mean, I don't like if you're gonna ask me details about what we talked about, no, I don't remember that off the top of my head, but I do remember your name being in here before. You paid 570 and got a free 165 hertz monitor? That's crazy, dude. That's a good deal. How's my day been? It's been pretty solid. I've had to do a lot of banning in chat today, like, and I don't like doing that. That it wears out my like mental capacity. So no, the bottleneck stuff is not too bad. Like that doesn't bother me a whole lot. Not as bad as like, do I review the same CPU every video? Well, I don't really like. I don't do many like CPU reviews per se. Um, but yeah, I typically do a lot of the same CPUs when I do GPUs because then I can compare the GPUs together. So like this, we got 116 FPS in this today on medium settings. But the other day, when I when I tested the Ryzen 5 5500 with this GPU at 1080p medium settings, we only got 74 FPS. So that tells me that Forza, you can benefit from having a CPU in Forza, but do you want more FPS in Forza? Is 70 FPS in Forza fine? Yeah, it's fine. Um, so like, there's no reason to have to do that. Um, let's do extreme settings now. That'll be fun. If that makes sense, like maybe that makes sense for what I'm talking about. Like, and so like I'm gonna make a long form video on this that'll go up on the main channel, and like when we look at it, like now when I'm gonna make a full video on the Intel Arc B570 as like a review on it on my main channel, and when I do that, I'll be able to have two CPUs. So people that are on a budget versus people that are having a higher end CPU, they can kind of look at the difference. I don't do that for everything, but I feel like with these budget, I already had the number, so I might as well do it. And I think that's made the videos like, so like the 5060 video that I've been posting. Um, yeah. All right. And too, like when people, I just also like, I'm very, hey, we got 68 FPS at extreme settings. Sorry, I got distracted because, hey, look at that. It showed that I blocked that guy in chat. I had to block someone else. Like, I just get very tired of how much negativity there is in the tech space with PC. Like, and so that's why, I've gotten very strict about who I ban and who I don't ban and stuff like that. Is a B580 for 300 good deal? You found one at that price at Micro Center, Steven? It's not terrible. Could be worse. You think you could buy a PC for $600 that can run Forza at 60 FPS? Yes, absolutely. If you build it yourself, or you can get lucky with this is Forza Horizon 6 Lobster. Um, you might could get lucky with a used PC deal, but yeah, I think you would be fine. Should you get liquid AIO or stock cooler? I mean, your stock cooler's fine. Just know with a stock cooler, your temperatures are gonna be a little higher, but like don't freak out about it. Like the Ryzen 5 5500, on a stock cooler pushes like 80-ish degrees in some games, and that's fine. Like it doesn't thermal throttle to like 95 degrees. 70 FPS, high plus ray tracing. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's really, really good. So, yeah. How much is this build? Um, so like the build that I have here, you can kind of see it some on the screen. This particular build is gonna be way more expensive because, like, this is just my test bench. So like, Fantex had sent out these parts. This is $100 PC case. It doesn't come with fans. TC Comega, thank you for the follow, my guy. It doesn't come with fans, so I had to buy fans for it. It's got a really fancy AIO on it, and it's got a decently expensive motherboard. Why am I playing on 60 hertz? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. So the PC I'm on right now, could you build it cheaper? Yes. So like if you could build this PC for um if you went 16 gigabytes of RAM and the same CPU and GPU as me, you could probably get it close to $1,000, I would think. So let's look and see. If we did, the CPU right now is about 110. You might could find it cheaper. Motherboard would be about 130. SSD, depending on how big you wanted it, let's just say 160. RAM about 250 for 16 gigs right now. Um, you wouldn't need a huge power supply for this, so we'll just put that. A case, and then the GPU is around 260. You could probably do it for really close to $1,000 if you wanted this same PC, as long as you were okay with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, if you got 800, you're probably gonna have to go AM4, honestly, or into God. But honestly, everybody keeps saying like AM4, AM5 builds and stuff, but like, dude, I was looking today. AM4 builds are not cheap right now. All the AM4 CPUs except for the Ryzen 5 5500 are stupid expensive right now. 5700X and 5060 good for Fortnite? Yeah. That would be fine for Fortnite. As long as you're not trying to stream and game at the same time, it's fine. All right. Only two more guys. Rainbow Six and Counter-Strike, and then we're gonna run Fortnite. What about FC? What do you mean? Not sure what you mean by that. Like FIFA. Oh, I've never played any sports games on PC, but I imagine they're not terribly hard to run. But I don't know that because I've never tried. Should you buy a Ryzen 5 5500 6500 XT for 120 and it comes with RAM? That's not a terrible deal. That GPU's not great, but if it comes with RAM, that's not a bad price for all of that, honestly. You could run some games. You could run some games. Is it okay to have a 7600 with a liquid free? I mean, yeah, that CPU cooler is technically overkill, but what does it matter? If you want to buy it, just buy it. How do you rate core builds? What do you mean? Attila the Hun, thank you for the follow. Can you run Fortnite with that? Adrian. Yo, what's up, Puddin? What is Adrian? You could run Fortnite, yeah. I don't know how much FPS you could get. Like, I don't know how that GPU. Love G, thank you for the follow. So website, search it up. I'm kind of. Our Meta PC pre-built's good. They are very good pre-builts. They are pricey. Um, but they are very good. But the reason they're pricey is because, like, you got to think about it. They're a huge business. They have a lot of employees. They offer a good warranty. Their build quality is insane. So, like, yes, they are maybe $100 to $150 more expensive than some other places, but they're gonna have a lot more stuff in stock. They're gonna have stuff that's ready to ship to you, and so like you are like if you don't want to build it and you want to guarantee that it works, they're a really good company. Like, I've met those guys. They really care about what they're doing. They're really good at what they do. So like it's hard to say that. Yeah, I don't know why the game is green on y'all's screen. I don't I don't know why that's happening. What's a good case for $50 and under? Um there's a Gomdius case that's really cheap, that's pretty good, under $50. I don't remember the name of it, but it stays sold out a lot. It shows your PC build in 3D and the compatibility. Oh, you mean build cores. I know what you're talking about. I've never used that website, honestly. Um, yeah, I don't know why the game is green, guys, on y'all screen. It's not green on my screen, but it is green on your screen. I don't know if you've ever heard of the YouTube channel Riker Road, but I built a PC for Eric and his brother Kyle, Eric's got a 9950 X3D and Kaz a 2070. Oh, dude, that's sweet. No, I don't think I've ever heard of them. That's cool though, dude. Is the RX 580 248 string processors good? I mean, it's just outdated at this point, really. Um, it's just really outdated. I don't know. I'm kind of Yeah, dude. I see we got all kinds of green stuff on the screen. It's something to do with my capture card. Yo, Fisher, what's up? I'm gonna unplug and replug up the capture card and see if that helps at all. That messed up. Okay, I think that fixes. There you go. You're getting a hot Y70 Infinite Touch. Is it worth it? I mean, if you just want a PC case that looks cool, then I could say, yeah, probably. What is going on? Grayson Parker's here too. Cool. Cool. Cancel. There we go. No, it's still green. What the heck? Is it just Rainbow Six that's doing that? Or yeah, it's just inside Rainbow Six for some reason. That's weird. But I don't want those green lines on my recording. Let me quit the game and restart and see if it does it again. How do you feel about the 3060 Ti 9800X 3D? I mean, that CPU is a little bit overkill, but I mean, hey. Is there a setting for hardware acceleration? Maybe it messes with display profiles? I mean, I haven't had any issues so far. The GTX 750 good? I mean, it's very old at this point. It is very old. You just bought a 9800X 3D 5070. Is that fine for Warzone multi-streaming? Probably be okay. I mean, I don't personally like the X3D chips for multi-streaming, but like, I mean, it's not like the end of the world. Is it worth upgrading to an i7 14700K or are the bugs still there? Lapenos, I definitely think it's worth upgrading. As long as you update your BIOS, you're chilling. You're chilling. That's what I got in my brother's PC. I upgraded my brother to the 14700K, and his is chilling. He's chilling with his. He is chilling. Would it be worth it? You have a 12600. That's exactly what my brother had, Lapenos, and I upgraded him to the 14700K. I would say it's worth it. It depends on like it's worth it if you want to upgrade to a beefier GPU at some point, you know? I guess that's what I would say is the best way for it to be worth it. What do you think the 5060 Ti and a 5700X? That's not bad. I don't think it's bad. Dude, I don't know why this is green. It's really getting on my nerves. Milburn, are you are you streaming from two different PCs? Then yeah, you're fine. You just Your stream PC is where the USB from the Elgato capture card needs to be plugged into. And then you have an HDMI that connects from your gaming PC into. Yo, we got a $10 super chat from RC in the NYC, baby. What's up? We're testing the Intel Arc B570 RC with a little bit beefier CPU than we did last time to see what kind of difference it'll make. But right now my capture card's kind of messing up with Rainbow Six. And I don't know what's going on with it. So that's really all you've missed so far. We've tested it's done pretty good. We've tested it at 1440p and 1080p. So it's been chilling. Is this PC built with new parts? It can be, Jules. Um, it is. This is my test bench. So I've had this PC for a while, and this is just what I use to test pretty much any like midish range GPU. Um, 5060, 5700X, 1 terabyte for 1245. Fisher, thank you for the follow. I don't know that that's worth it for 1245 up next. That seems kind of high. Is it a pre-built? Or are you building it yourself? Still feel like it's pretty high. Yeah, dude. We're having yeah, this is just a rainbow. It's a Rainbow Six issue right now with my capture card. Wouldn't it be better to have a test bench caseless? You mean costless? I mean, the cost doesn't really matter. A 7500F is like a good middle of the road kind of. Yeah, if you're building it up next, I don't. You said you got 30, 16 gigs. Yeah, I think that's too high, man. For 16 gigabytes of RAM? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Without a case? Have a test bench with oh, caseless. I see what you're saying. It doesn't really matter. Um RC, how are you doing tonight, man? I appreciate you for stopping by, dude. Appreciate you so much. I see you retracted a message. I don't know if you're still typing something. Mario, what's up, dude? Uh so all right. I gotta start the recording for this, guys. Because my wife's gonna be home soon. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in CS2? We're going to be testing it with a Ryzen 5 7500F, 32 gigs of RAM, right? I'll be running a bunch of different settings. So right now we're going to be rocking 1440p. I know some people don't like that, but we're going to go low settings, 1440p. I personally like playing at 1440p. I know some people don't, but that's okay. And we're going to be running this built-in, it's not really a built-in benchmark, but it's a benchmark somebody made. So that's what we're gonna be running. Is it okay to keep the fans in PC case if they won't be turning on for like a while? Yeah. The B570 was a very underrated GPU. More creators have been using it in the summer thanks to the, oh yeah, dude, I know. I've actually had it since it launched and I've just not really made many videos on it. Would you recommend a 9600X 5070? Yeah, dude. You finally scored some DDR5 RAM. You'll be upgrading the Bazite box. Let's go. Let's go, dude. How good is a 5700G and a 6700 XT? That's not bad. Sleep. FPS game like shooter games like this, like CS2 and games like this. You know, you'll be a little limited on your FPS, but like you're good. CT up next. I don't. Are you in the US or are you somewhere else? If you're not in the US, then that might be fine. Is the 9600X 9060 XT a good combo? Yeah, it's a good combo. What kind of games are you going to be playing up next? I see. Yeah, you're in the US. What kind of games are you going to play? My PC runs so bad. You have a GTX 1070? 1070 is not. What do you mean it runs? The base. What do you mean it runs bad? The 5070. I like the 5070. It's really expensive right now, but I like it overall as a card. I've been using it for a while. 240 plus. Drops to like 130. Sleep season. What was yours again? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. What else matter? FPS 120 to 80. I'm not sure. Fortnite, sports games, nothing crazy. Um, Bray, what is your CPU? Because that sounds like it could be a CPU issue more than your GPU for Roblox. All right, guys, let's see what kind of FPS we got at 1440p with this card here. I want to make sure that we don't lose anything. Make sure we can see it. We got 343 FPS at 1440p. Not too bad, not too bad. But now we'll try 1080p. Yay, 1080p. All right, let's try 1080p. Why are RAM such a lottery? I've been trying to get RAM to 6000 for 2 years and did it today. I don't know, dude. You have a Ryzen 5. Bray, you shouldn't really have any issues with that. I mean, you could upgrade your GPU if you wanted to. You could get a decent GPU for. You have 16 gigabytes of RAM at least, Bray? You have a 3080 1 terabyte NVMe, Windows 11. I mean, i9 depends on what your i9 is, Danny. But yeah, you're probably chilling, dude. Would you recommend getting a used PC, 32 gigs, DDR? I would, Glitzy Turtle. I would be very, very cautious about buying a used PC with a 14900K because they had the issues where the CPU could like die or stutter and like have issues with it with the microcode. And so I would not do that because if their CPU is starting to degrade and they're just trying to get rid of it. Oh. Yeah, well, Bray, that's why you're stuttering. Is that you need 16 gigs of RAM. You can't play hardly anything on 8 gigs. If you get 16 gigabytes of RAM, you should play Roblox fine. You can play a lot of games fine. What's the difference between Windows 11 and Windows 11 Pro? Windows 11 Pro is more for like businesses and stuff. There's really no reason to go with Pro. Lapano's 4070 and 12600K. If you're playing at 1440p, I think that's fine. Mainly for Fortnite, CPU next. Honestly, I would try to get this CPU, the 7500F. 1080p. It might bottleneck a little bit, Lapenos, but it's fine. How do you fix Windows not being activated? You can buy a Windows key from like SCD Key or GVG Mall or Keys Fan, like pretty cheap, but you have to buy a code. All right, we got 445 FPS at 1080p. That's pretty dang good. But we got to test the 4x3 resolution for all those guys out there that love the 4x3. 4x3, 1280. Hold on. 4x3. And then 1280 by 960. That's the one everybody loves to see. Hold on. And then I got to move my doohickey over so that we can see the counter. There we go. All right. Let's see what this gets. This is our last CS2 test. Hey, thank you for the follow. What GPU? Really, I would just see what like the best GPU you can afford. What's up, Tech Matt? Brother, Matt, I've had to like ban and block so many people tonight. It's freaking wild. It's been wild. Cause I made that video about giving that 9-year-old a setup. And like I had so many people come in here and just spamming like, can I get a free PC? Can I get a free PC? Can I get a free PC? And so I had to ban them. It was rough. You have 5600, 5070, 4070 Ti Super? Is it worth upgrading to the 5800 X3D? I would say so. Yeah, it's calmed way down, Matt. Like it hadn't been too bad the last like 30 minutes or so. It was just bad early on. Is it easy to build a PC? I think so. Yo, what's up, Jake? You back, my guy? We're gonna be running Fortnite here soon, Jake. We only got one more game to test. The Intel Arc is good, but I don't think it's gonna be better than your 650 XT. Honestly, I would just keep that airplane with a cat profile picture. You just upgraded your 2060 Super to a 5070? Let's go. CPU up next. You can do the 9600X. It'll just cut into your budget more. But the 9600X is good too. Gabe. Yeah, yeah, Gabe at some point needs to upgrade his CPU, but he's fine right now. Windows told me my memory is broken. I guess you could cry because if your RAM's broken, I'll wait for Fortnite to see how it runs. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna run really good. When we tested it with the 5060 on Saturday, Le Panos. Right now, the 5600X is over double the price of the 5500. Guys, did I just miss getting that benchmark? No, we got it. 469 FPS. Not bad. Not bad at all. 469. We'll take that. That's pretty good for CS2. Do you think a 14700 F5060 is okay? That's fine. I mean, the CPU's a little overkill for that, but you're okay. Yeah, different countries. Yeah, I guess so. Because in the US, like you're not gonna find like every even used 5600s right now in the US are like $130. What's my main GPU? I have a 4090 in my main build. Um, okay, so yo, we got a $5 chat. Spider-Man, can you try Spider-Man Miles Morales someday? Yeah, dude. I don't have it downloaded tonight, but yeah, dude. Ultra, you're in the Discord, right? I appreciate you, dude. We we can definitely try that. Do you like just tell me in the Discord like what kind of like do I buy Windows for every PC? No, I do not. Um you got an issue when you play ETS memos does not recognize other game works. What's the best GPU for $1,500 budget? Uh Oh, okay. So Ultra, the Discord, if you do exclamation point Discord in the chat, the link for my Discord will be up. Folks, for folks using for a free PC, hit up your local pawn shop and ask if they have a PC they're not selling. They are more focused on selling consoles and laptops and not desktops. RC, that's actually a really good plan. Um, no, up next, the 8400F is not better than the 7500F. Um, it's not. If this okay, there you go. It works. That's the link to the Discord there, Ultra. Um, El Boria Raw. Raul. Dude, that's a good combo. That's a good combo. 5070 and 7800 X3D is a solid combo. 1500 Glitzy Turtle. It's really hard to say for 1500. I was looking today. I mean, you're going to be looking at something like a 9600X and maybe a 9070, maybe something like that if you're lucky. It's hard to say. You might could get that maybe like a 9060 XT. You might have to do that. What are some GPU brands that you would avoid? I mean, none of the I don't avoid any GPU brands. Whichever one, like if I'm doing a budget build, whichever one I can find the cheapest, that's what I do. Um, if I'm doing a oh Ultra, just what if there's like a specific like GPU or CPU combo or something in there, you can just like you can put it in there. Maybe so I don't forget. Like just put it in the just chatting. What do I do if your laptop overheats? It's not good. Um, because it just laptop overheating those are a pain. I will say that the best GPU under $650. Hey, Big J Blender, I appreciate you, my guy. Thanks for watching the videos, dude. The Washot, thank you for the follow. Best GPU under $650. I think I'd have to if you can find a 9070 XT for 650, that'd be great, but you're probably not. So probably like 9070, 9060 XT. Sometimes you're in the US, right? You said up next you're in the US. Go sometimes you can get lucky at Walmart, depending on where you're at, and you can find a 5070 for $600. Oh, the best CPU and GPU under 650. Like for the whole PC under 650 or like just the CPU GPU together under 650? Whatever you can afford in VQZX. I don't know why this is green, guys, but we're just going to roll with it. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Rainbow Six Siege? Now, for some reason, my capture card is showing a green screen, but it is not green on my end. It is just something to do with my capture card. There's nothing wrong with the GPU. This is literally the only game that it did this on. But we have a Ryzen 5 7500F, 32 gigs of RAM, and so we're going to be rocking and rolling in this test. We're going to start with 1440p. All right. Yes, we're going to apply the changes. Oh, 1440p took the green away for some reason. Whatever. We're gonna do 1440p to start with, and we're gonna be make sure that VSync's not on. We don't want VSync to be on. VSync is turned off. Good. Graphics right now we're gonna try very high settings to start with, just because it's kind of in the middle, and we're gonna see what happens. Thoughts on a good PC for your birthday? It depends on what budget is, Colton. Depends on what your budget is. Um, is the 3060 Ti still good? I mean, it's decent. I think the price would be kind of tough. Hey, Colton, there's a lot of good. Um, hey, I appreciate that you like my tech videos. I don't like your username. Um, Skittles, what is the Nvidia equivalent to what? Um, Roman Hill, you got a CPU and GPU from Facebook Market, paid 195, 7800X 3D and 4070 for your 57. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, see, so like I'm in Alabama, and so like you change the name and now you have to wait 7 days. Well, that's yeah. Just like, I mean, it's just not cool, man. Can you give me a price where I can run any game comfortably? Depends on your resolution, but I mean, like $1,500, you're gonna run any game you want. We only got 134 FPS, but this was 1440p, so that's not the end of the world. All right, let's do low settings now, and we're gonna benchmark it and see what happens. Benchmark, see what happens. Thoughts on parts from AliExpress? AliExpress is fine. Up next, as long as you buy from like just buy from a reputable seller on there. Like, make sure that they've sold plenty and they have a good rating. Sometimes there's scams on AliExpress, but they're like people that have not like. Oh, dude, that's cool, dude. Yeah, I'm not far from Rome. Uh, I'm not far from Rome. I think it's a 2.5, 3 hours, maybe. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've been to Rome. I don't really go to Georgia much, honestly. What would you recommend for $1,000 build? I was looking today. I feel like $1,000 is really tough right now. If you're going brand new, you almost have to go AM4 with the current GPU prices. Unless you're wanting CPU based games, then you might could go AM5 and be okay. Is eBay trustable for GPUs? As long as you buy from a reputable seller. Like, look at the seller ratings and stuff, and you should be fine because they have a good return refund policy on eBay. All right, 180 FPS at 1440p low settings, pretty good. The Intel Arc is not compatible with Rainbow Six's benchmark, so that's why the graphics thing says that. All right, let's try 1080p now. And this is where, for whatever reason, when I switch this to 1080p, that's where it messes up and goes green for some reason. On the thing. Hey, let's do this. Hold on, this might work. Let me try this. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to try that. You're just going to have to get over it if you're watching this. If you're watching the replay, it's just going to be green. It'll be okay. It doesn't affect anything. 5600 since 5060 went up, 7600. Yeah, that's fine. The RX 7600 is okay. What are the specs, Colton, for that laptop? I don't know. What 1440 only users think about 1080p does? Yeah. 7590. Yeah, dude. Roman, that's good. Before Micro Center went up on that bundle and the GPU prices went up, yeah, that was a really good deal. Um let's see. What was I gonna do? I got 1080p graphics, gonna go very high settings, apply, and benchmark. We're at 1080p now. We're gonna see what the difference is when we use, because we used the Ryzen 5 5500 before this. Is there a good $1,000 build for games like Fortnite? Like pre-built or building it yourself, Glitzy Turtle? Uh should you upgrade for, you have a 2060, what should you upgrade for around $200? Connor, what kind of games do you play? Depends on what kind of games you play. Either. Glitzy, I probably, if you build it yourself, Connor, I would try to upgrade your CPU if you're gonna play Fortnite and you want more FPS. Um, what PC? What should I get in a PC for 4.5K? Okay, Ultra. I'll check it out after the stream or sometime tonight or tomorrow. I'm getting pretty tired, but I got to finish these tests. I was gonna record some more videos tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna feel like it, honestly. How would the Intel 270K Plus and 5070 do in esports? Really good. I'm actually, I want to test. I got that in a build, right? The 270K Plus, I just put it in a build. I want to test it soon, but 198 FPS. That's pretty good. Very high settings. Let's see what we get in low settings. Should get over 240. Would you consider the 5500X3D a good CPU for AM4? Yes. I don't have access to it. I want to buy one. But guys, right now, me and my wife are on we're kind of on like this, like I'm trying to cut out our debt as much as possible. And so I'm trying to be very strategic with how I spend money on the channel. Uh Attract or Ashtract or something. Yeah, we can see your comments. D Hamby, thank you for the follow. We've had 43 new followers tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Lepanos, thank you for the roses. Are RTX GPUs better? I mean, it just depends. What's a good CPU for around 200? You have the 11400F. Um, Let me see what eBay's like for you, bud. If you can get an, do you have a decent CPU cooler or no? Because you could get the 117. You're gonna have to buy a used CPU for 200, but you could get like the 11700K used around 150 or so. Yeah, so for about 150 ish, you can get an 11700K, and then you would have enough money to buy a CPU cooler that would cool it fine. But focus your budget. Focus on your budget. A lot of people work 9 to 5, so what are you talking to me, Josh? Or are you talking to somebody else in chat? But you can't wait for GTA 6. Yeah. Oh, we got 264 FPS. That's pretty good. For whatever reason though, this game, just not a huge fan of the Intel Arc cards. But anyway, that's not too bad. You gotta go. Ultra, I appreciate you for stopping by, dude. What's my favorite game, Jake? My favorite game is probably, I don't know. I really like Fortnite. I like Valorant. I'm kind of burnt out on Valorant right now. Um, the 3080 and Ryzen 5 7600 is a good combo. 5500 X3D for 160. William, that's pretty solid, I think. I think that's pretty decent. Specs, the laptop is RTX 4050. See, the RAM, Colton, is what's going to hold that back. It's only got 8 gigs of RAM. So, like, it's going to struggle in games. Like, you're going to have stutters and stuff. I don't even know why they're selling a laptop with 8 gigs of RAM that's gaming laptop. It's only 700? Really? You could get another thing of RAM if you're comfortable, like, taking the back off the laptop. You could get, like, another stick of RAM and add to it and get 16 gigs. How much is the build you're using? Well, the build I'm using is not. It's a little bit more expensive because I have like fancy fans at AIO and power supply and stuff. But you could build it a decent one. Um, Sabaru and William, thank you so much for the follows. Yeah, I know the new Fortnite season's in a day. Is it tonight? Does it start tomorrow? Or does it start Friday? I don't remember. All right, guys. Now it's the time that everyone's been waiting for. We are going to test good old fork knife. Good old fork and knife. How much did the pod mic cover cost? I don't remember. Like 25, 30 bucks. I have it actually up next. Not dude, I'm just gonna play the 1 or 2 games it takes to benchmark and then I gotta get off. Cause it's my wife just got home and I gotta help her get the kids in the bed. You should test Rust, very heavy CPU game. It's not easy to test Rust. That's the only problem. I must have won the last game I played. Oh yeah, we did win a game last night. I went to bed after that. Anyway. Sorry. Kim Kardashian's back in the shop. Oh, I got distracted. Hold on, guys. 50-50 for 200. That's pretty decent face FB. On the 20th. Oh yeah, that's tomorrow. Burning, thank you for the follow. Is the Ryzen 9500 F5060 Ti good? I think so. Ethan, thank you for the follow. Any RAM suggestions? Like, I would just get another 8 gig stick. What's up, RC? Xmas Nugget. Is that one of you guys? Are one of you guys Xmas Nugget? Thanks, man. Was worth it for CS2? Okay. Nice. It's gonna be your CPU is gonna be more important for CS2 FB. Your all right, let's see if I'm on performance mode. Performance mode, unlimited, 1440p. Yep. All right, sweet. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Turn the volume up. Any 5600X? Yeah, dude, you'll be chilling. Your name is Florian? Yeah, dude. I try to answer. I like answering questions as much as I can. It's a little bit high. Colton, you just need another 8 GB stick, dude, for that laptop. Just make sure that it's SODIMM RAM. FB, thank you for following, dude. Just make sure it's SODIMM RAM, like a laptop RAM. What should you upgrade first? William, what kind of games do you play? Hey, Exogenesis, thank you for the share. What would the price of that be? I can't tell you right this second, but I could tell you here in a minute. I gotta start the recording. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Fortnite? We're testing it with a Ryzen 5 7500F and 32 gigs of RAM. Now, CPU is more, I guess, valuable in the world of Fortnite. It's what people call it a CPU dependent game, because the CPU does really help us out in Fortnite. And so we're actually just got 2 shotguns for some crazy reason, but we are getting right now around 350-ish FPS, which is pretty good. But I have 2 shotguns. So. Is the 7500F and RTX 50 gonna exceed the limits of your Xbox? Yes, dude. Look, I have a 7500F right now, and I'm getting like 200 or 340-ish FPS. Yeah. Get off me. Get off my lawn. Oh, sorry guys, I got distracted. So like you're gonna get over 300 FPS with that combo. You have $1,000. What could you get? You could get a lot of different things with $1,000. It really just depends on what I recommend is based off the games that you want to play for $1,000. Is kind of the way that I approach it. So, well, the laptop ain't horrible for 700. No, but like I'm like the 8 GB stick of RAM is what you're gonna need. Otherwise, it's not like the games are not gonna be fun or playable. Jake, thank you so much, dude, for stopping by and chatting with us. Really appreciate you, dude. You just upgraded your 7090 Optiplex with an 11700 5060 low profile. Yeah, dude, you're chilling, G2222111G. I just saw footprints. Where did this guy go? Oh my gosh. Oh man, I don't know what any of these sprites are. Alright, let's take this mini. Alright, we got that sprite. I've never seen that before. We got this sprite. Alright. Sorry. 11700K, 11700KF, same thing. Yeah, Connor, you'll be fine either way. What does this do? I don't know what any of these do. But I really want to extract them all so that I can keep them forever. What do you guys think of this 1063 gigabyte? It's definitely really old right now. Appreciate it. Thank you. You were inspiration getting your first PC after 25 years of console gaming. Dude, that's awesome, dude. So you're a fellow boomer? I like to see it, fellow boomer. Holy, your GPU is so hot. No, it's not. You guys are crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all those sprites. We just... Sweet. What do you recommend? Would you recommend a b580 for a budget build? Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, dude, fellow boomer in the house. I like it. Oh, dang. I was not. Okay, I don't have to rotate far, thankfully. When did they put clingers back in? Oh, that's a cluster grenade? What's the difference in cluster? What's a cluster, dude? Oh. I knew that. Okay, let's see. Hey, X200 IQ, thank you for your cousin. Thank you for the follow. You have 2 slots for RAM on my motherboard. Does it matter if I want another stick? You mean your motherboard only has 2 sticks or 2 slots for RAM? It's fine. Most people don't use 4 sticks of RAM these days anyway, because like newer systems, it doesn't benefit you to use the extra slots. Matt, is a good combo 13400F and B580? I think that would be a good combo. When you say 8 gigabytes, you're not talking about your RAM, are you? Because if that's the case, then no. The B580 has 12 gigs of ERAM. Uh, do, 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 do. Guys, if you ask for a free PC, you get muted automatically. Can you send keyboard? No. Can I stream to Twitch with 16 gigabytes of DDR4? You can. It probably won't be the most pleasant experience in the world, but you could do it. Oh my gosh, Keaton. Dude, instant mute. Guys, if you ask for a free PC, is in Fortnite, Roblox, I don't know what you said. You have a 4060 12400F. Is it normal to get 144 FPS? In what game? In Fortnite? You should be able to, I would say you should be able to get a little bit more in Fortnite with that. All right, guys, we got around 340. This is at 1440p. We're going to lower it to 1080p. Guys, we got to quit asking for free stuff. What's the best graphics I can get for 280 FPS? Well, so 200 IQ, your graphics card doesn't matter as you can't see the FPS now. In TikTok chat, y'all can't. You should be able to see it. Or is it hid by like the I can move it over a little bit. So for some reason when I switch to 1080p on my capture card, it makes the it makes this it makes my screen green for some reason. But it's just something to do with my capture card, guys. It's not like an issue with the PC. Cuz on my screen it's fine. It's perfectly clear. Hey homeboy. What you think you're doing? Come here, dude. What do we think we're doing? This is too sweaty for my taste. Let's get out of here. There's too much crap. The sound is weird. What do you mean the sound is weird? Now, what are you chasing me for? Yeah, get him moving! Oh, it just double sounded? Why is dual channel RAM better than single channel? Honestly, I don't know like the exact like definition for why. I just know that it is. No! I lost the game. Ugh. Yeah, dual channel's faster. Anyway, guys. All right. That was the last one for tonight. I have got to go help get my kids in the bed. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by. We'll be live again on Saturday. I'm going to send out a poll. I'm going to send out Discord, YouTube, and TikTok. If y'all want to see the Call of Duty beta. Y'all want to see the Call of Duty beta on Saturday? Do we want to see that? If you do, let me know. And other than that, like join the Discord. It's in the link in the bio, !Discord on YouTube. And guys, we will catch you in the next videos.